you guys been to this restaurant Ramanayaka Sri Krishna Boarding? Well, if you haven't, you've missed something really delicious. And for those of you who can't go, here is one recipe from their restaurant, which is the Chania Gashi, which is my favorite too. So today, let's make a simple, delicious GSP style Chania Gashi. So here I have soaked 2 cups of chole or chickpeas overnight, and I'm going to pressure cook them. Now fill enough water to just immerse the chanas, and now we'll pressure cook this for 2 whistles. Now we're going to be also adding yam to this curry. So I have taken 1/4 kg of suran and chopped it into small pieces. And I'm going to bring this to a boil and let it cook till it is nice and soft. Now when you're chopping suran, make sure you either oil your hands well or just rub lemon juice, because sometimes yam can cause a little bit of itching on your hands. Let's check if the yam is cooked. So first, let's pick a piece up and just insert a knife. It's going through very smoothly. So the yam is cooked. We'll keep this aside now. Now just heat a teaspoon of coconut oil, and now we're going to roast some dry red chilies. I'm using the Bedgi chilies here, okay? So I'm just going to add about 8 to 9 chilies and just roast it well till they're nice and crisp. As you can see, the chilies are getting darker, and see, they're becoming crisp and puffy like this. So now shut the flame and remove the chilies in a grinding jar. Now to this we'll add tamarind, that is to the size of half a lemon, okay? And we'll add a teaspoon of mustard seeds and half a fresh coconut that's grated. And now grind this to a fine paste. See, this should be the consistency of the paste, of the masala. Now I remember as a child, almost 40 years ago, my mother used to grind masalas on a ragda. And you know, when she used to make this curry, I used to sit and I used to move the grinding stone in a circular motion till my arms would ache. But yet, it used to be so much fun for me that I used to insist on grinding the masala. And you know, even today we do it on a pata varvanta most of the times when we have time. I generally do not prefer using mixer grinders, but yeah. It's a very, very nice, soothing feeling to use a pata varvanta when you're grinding masala. Well, so the masala is ready. We'll add this masala to the cooked yam. And we're going to add the boiled chickpeas as well to this. Just mix this a bit. Now we need to add a little water to make the curry into a nice thickish consistency, but we need to also cook the yam and the chickpeas in this masala. So whatever water that has remained from boiling the chana, I'm going to add to this mixer grinding jar and add a cup of water to this. Yeah, that's perfect. Now switch on the flame again and bring this curry to a boil. Don't forget to add the salt. So let's just cover this and bring the gashi to a boil. So we've kept the gashi to boil for almost 5 to 6 minutes and it is ready, but we need to temper this with some coconut oil. Shut the flame and heat 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. Let's splatter a teaspoon of mustard seeds, 1/4 teaspoon of hing, and add a sprig of curry leaves. Just let it turn crisp, and that fragrance of hing is just awesome. Now shut the flame, add this to the curry and immediately shut it and let the gashi rest for a minute or two. Now after allowing the gashi to rest, our chana gashi is ready. Serve this with rice and dal or neer dosa or even chapati for that matter. It just tastes really good. So do try this recipe, and for those of you who have managed to go to Ramnaikas, do let me know if you like the meal, because that's one of my favorite places. And for those of you who can't go, try this recipe and let me know. Don't forget to subscribe and keep watching Smita Dev.